Hi, collective. Don't mind my look right now. I just got out of the shower, but I feel really called to make this video right now because I feel like someone, and it could be you, someone needs to hear this profoundly, strongly, direly. I don't know how to express it, but it's very necessary for me to make this video right now because I feel like the collective is being decompressed, so it feels like we had just undergone this compression. So then you may feel like you're very depressed, but when you are decompressing, it may feel like you're falling down, but in actuality your body is being sucked upwards. It's kind of like that essence of being sucked through a vacuum, or like being beamed up by like a sky beam, right? If that makes sense. I know this feeling so well because I went through it just recently, but I think that it helped me a lot, and I can speak for myself because you can only speak for yourself, right? Because your perspective is what you are. Undoubtedly, you can definitely attest to your own testimony. So for me, when I was decompressing, it felt like I was in a dark space and I didn't know which way to go. But now I'm starting to understand that this decompression is to help me filter through whatever it is that no longer serves me, that no longer serves my purpose here in this realm, right? You may feel like you are lost or misunderstood. You may feel like no one really gets you, right? But I beg to differ, because even though we may not know each other's story, but if you are anything like an empath, which you feel a lot, you're already picking up on other empathic beings, and you're kind of talking to it. We are talking to one another within the spiritual network. And this is why we're having very similar symptoms with the decompression and going through the decompression. I don't know if I'm channeling right now. I just feel like I have this urge to express this message because it feels like someone needs help to remember who they are. You are, I can't even express enough, like, you're more than just who you are at this moment. And whatever it was or is that you think that you are not, and you are at the same time. Right now, you are being cultivated in energy to become who you are meant to be. And certain beings do not like that. So certain beings will always kind of send certain negative energy towards you. And just remember that that's not because you are not important. It is because you are important and they are scared. So do not give in terms of showing and shining your light. I'm making this message to really, if you get anything out of this message, it is to remember who you are as a light being, to remember your light and to keep shining, because I'm telling you, you just being yourself at any given moment that you are becoming the unfurling, the you that you are meant to be, though you have not reached to that point of mastery of being who you are and who you are meant to be, but the process of you decompressing from the pressurized experience that you just undergone, that essence in itself is the unfurling. And that essence in itself is what makes who is going to be the light for this realm, for this world, for this community, for this collective. And even though we may feel like we have multiple collectives within this realm, we are still essentially and ultimately one. And I'm starting to see that more and more as I'm hearing different stories from many different people that I know personally and that I am acquaintance with, right? The storyline and the symptoms are very similar. And therefore, it made me realize that we are not alone, even if we think that we are. And so, therefore, if we just open up and speak up, okay? If you are having thoughts of, you know, unclean thoughts or thoughts that are not serving yourself in a positive way, I implore you to seek help, to seek those who can help you, whoever that may be, or whomever that may be. I don't know what the correct thing is to say, but I just know that you are important and you are to hear this message for a reason. Today, it was my day off and I slept almost all day. I felt like it was needed. So maybe sometimes when you are feeling shaken, rest is important to reground yourself, because just remember that your roots are strong. My battery's running low for some reason and the lights just got dim. So this is almost like your energetic body is recalibrating and your nervous system is regrounding itself. I feel like jelly right now. I feel like maybe someone's eating jelly or jello. For me, it is not in the middle of the night. It's like 10:30 p.m. I did take a late shower, so maybe you felt like something is late, that you're late in the game in something. But just remember, cleansing is important. It's never too late to cleanse, right? And just remember to also replace that cleansing space with the energy that you would like, like if you say, I'm cleansing my space, clean and clear, I would like to replace that area and that space with love and joy or abundance, whatever it is that you feel called to say. But anyways, it's down to like almost 8 minutes now. I want you to really, really understand that you are important, and that whatever it is that you are going through, any hardships that you're going through, you are plowing through it. I know it seems like you're not. Just like, a quick story. I am making a blanket for my fiance, and I'm making it for him. And he's been asking me to make this blanket for a long time, and I waited for a long time. But so he finally got the yarn, and I started making it. And you know how like when you finger knit and you start making the first line that will be the foundation? I actually thought I measured the bed properly, but apparently as I'm making it, I am unknowingly putting extra loops on the end of each side. And then it turned out that the blanket turned out to be a lot bigger than I expected. So, but it was exactly what we needed. You know what I mean? So it makes me feel like, okay, now I kind of understand. Sometimes you start a journey, you're not expecting certain things to happen, but it's happened, but it happened for a good reason. I hope that helps. If you listen to this message towards the end, I thank you. Thank you for sharing your light, because this is so important. I needed to really just stop doing what I was doing, take a quick shower, and really, really talk about this. So I hope that helps, and, just hang in there. Okay.